So guys, welcome to another Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 video. Today we're going to be doing sort of a comparison video for two abilities for Kernal Corn. A lot of people have been asking me to do this to compare the normal butter Barrage versus the bigger, better butter from the Deluxe edition, which is what I'm going to be covering today, giving you the stats and, in my personal opinion, what is better. So let's get into the video. If you're new to the channel, recommend subscribing, leave a like if you do, and as always, comment your thoughts down below. So, here we go. So guys, one thing you need to note for both abilities, they have a similar recharge rate, so neither one is different. It's 35 seconds by the looks of things for both of them. I may be off by a couple of seconds, but it is definitely the same amount of recharge rate. So that shouldn't affect my opinion in any way, considering it's exactly the same. Now, we'll start off with the Butter Barrage, as that's the main one we know about. It's the one that everyone pretty much has, and that's the reason behind it. So, let's get into it. The Butter Barrage has multiple pieces of butter. If you guys are wondering how many pieces, it is 12 in total by the looks of things, and the total highest damage you can get of every single piece combined is 240. But the likelihood of you getting 240 damage is very, very unlikely, considering they sort of go in a diagonal placement, which means if you've got an enemy that is right at the front, the back ones are not going to do as much damage as the front ones, which is the reason behind that. Now, the lowest total combined damage is 12, so that's sort of going to lead up to what the lowest damage is going to be. So, the max damage per piece I could get, so per 12 piece of the butter is 20 damage. The average per piece is between 7 and 20. Now this varies depending on where you place the barrage of butter. So if it's nearest to the target, you're going to be getting that. And if it's kind of far away, or not very near at all, it's going to be between 1 and 4 damage. The lowest damage in total is 1. So that is pretty much that for that ability. I'm now going to be moving on to the bigger, better butter, and I'm going to be giving you the final verdict. So guys, the bigger, better butter, as I said, has exactly the same recharge rate, which is about 35 seconds, and it is one giant piece of butter. Now the max damage for this is 200, the average damage is 100 to 200, it really does vary depending on the sort of distances, but that is around the right amount of damage you're going to be getting. The lowest damage you can get is 1, and you have to be extremely far away really from the enemy to make sure you're getting that 1 damage. You have to miss the target by a fair bit to get that kind of damage. So if you take these things into account guys, the bigger, better butter averages about 100 to 200 damage, whilst the Butter Barrage does about 20 per piece, and its average is between 7 to 20 pieces. But when it's combined to 20 pieces each, it's about 240 damage. So the bigger, better butter, although kind of has slightly less damage if you land every single one from the Butter Barrage, it is a much better ability, considering the fact that you actually have a chance of getting decent damage every single time. Whilst with the Butter Barrage, you have the likelihood of getting 1 to 4 damage or 7 to 20 damage per piece, which isn't too great considering where you're placing it. The bigger, better butter by far is the better ability for you guys to use. And in that note, it kind of means you guys, if you want to try out this ability and you want a better ability for your LB, for your Kernal Corn, or your L1, I think it is, for PlayStation 4, you're going to want to upgrade to the Deluxe Edition. So that is pretty much it guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have done, leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you guys as always in the next video.